Alright, it's time for another edition of my Campus Life video blog. We're gonna do this Wednesdays. Graduation time is here. I'm talking about this. It's gonna be outrageous. Anyways, I think we got 2 episodes left. One is gonna be, you guessed it, Sunday. Next Sunday. It's gonna be tonight. It's gonna be cool. And the other one is gonna be Sunday, and the following one is gonna be next Wednesday. So how many episodes did we do this so far? And because we're inside oh yes, episode 33 last Sunday. And what about, yes, this Sunday's gonna be 34, and the final season finale of my Campus Life video blog segment is gonna be on yes, next Wednesday. It's gonna be 35. 35, and oh boy, we'll be done. So trust regard as well. Anyways, here's my observation for you for this Chick-fil-A controversial. Just remember that, you guessed it, last Thursday, that college faculty chair could try to compare that Chick-fil-A to pornography, pornography, as the academic senate votes to kick the restaurant off campus. Oh, what? Off campus? Oh, really, huh? Could be a violation of their values. Well, guess what? Just remember, I just said weeks ago on my radio show on the Blaze Radio Network that that Chick-fil-A is so observation about. That's right. The vice chairman. I got 2 stories for you, according to Blaze.com, and it says that the vice chair of Cal Poly San Luis Obispo. Yeah, Obispo. You guessed it. Could be the academic senate likened to be the fast food chain Chick-fil-A to pornography, as the faculty body voted overwhelmingly to kick off the restaurant off campus after 25 years. Just that is it's got to be, you guessed it. According to San Francisco Chronicle, is on the web too. Just reported that we don't sell pornography in the bookstore, and we don't have a, you guessed it, that's right, Hooters on campus. And we already pre-select that those are the kind of things that basically on, you guessed it, that's right, academic values. Well, and this is why Chick-fil-A has all that stuff. You might think you're so smart about this one. Well, who cares? But this one is different about Chick-fil-A and all that stuff, because it's so absurd to me. This is what happens. It happens to the Senate of Trinity University's Student Government Association. Try to unanimously passing the resolution of the removal of Chick-fil-A from the San Antonio campus. For those who listen to WOAI land, yeah, you guessed it, Joe Pags land, because everything else gives the lies about the campus in San Antonio, Texas. So that is the what's this? The Trinitonian web page just reported. Yeah, you guessed it. Yes. So that is why Trinity's values of diversity and inclusion, Chick-fil-A's values regarding to the LGBT plus community, since we're equal to this whole incident, to mutually exclusive. And this is what happens last week's resolution. And it says, according to the San Antonio Express News, And give me one good reason why. I tell you one good reason why. Because last couple months, in March, because in last couple months, yes, March of 2019, the city of San Antonio banned of San Antonio, city of San Antonio just banned Chick-fil-A from its airport over the restaurant's behavior, you guessed it, the legacy of anti-LGBTQ behavior. Well, if it looks that bad, well, I got news for you. The obviously of the presence of Chick-fil-A has the potential to make a lot of people just feel uncomfortable on the campus. And it also, it looks really bad for Trinity in the context of recruiting potential students who may be a part of the LGBTQ community. And given what the community, that's what Senator Claire Carlson told the Trinitarian has to say about this one. And give me one reason why that Chick-fil-A doesn't have a permanent presence at the private college, but is one of the several chains at the Commons Food Court that comes to, you guessed it, campus on a rotating basis. Because it typically goes once every 2 whole years. But that's what the newspaper says. Now, this month, yes, May 1st, this could be the resolution that Chick-fil-A's donations to the Salvation Army, and that is the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, and the Paul Anderson Youth Home. Yeah, well, that could be obvious, because as I said on my, you guessed it, television, yes, on this third and last hour, last Friday of, you guessed it, my, oh yes, the Blaze Newswire on the Blaze Television Network, and it says that as well has tried to score 0 on the Washington-based human rights campaign back in 2015, and it's tried to failing to protect their LGBTQ plus employees, discrimination in the workplace, and you try to, and always says, everybody's trying to say that underrepresents the students, of the LGBTQ, you guessed it, community have their express their drastic assaults of their identities and being as the results of Chick-fil-A's ideas and actions, and the SGA stands for represents for all students, try to regardless of the size of the community. And resolutions added to this newspaper that Trinity is a university that emphasizes this, its commitment to diversity and inclusion, and having Chick-fil-A in the rotation at revolved conflicts at its values. But here's my observation for you. Student Christopher Alt told the San Antonio Express News, says that only a small minority of students have pushed to oust Chick-fil-A. And here's what he says: I like the values that it stands for. And that's what he told the newspaper. In reference to the restaurant's Christian values. Now, Isaiah Mitchell, he's the president of Trinity's Young Us Conservatives of Texas, told the news that Chick-fil-A's donations doesn't harm LGBTQ people. And what about the Salvation Army, the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, and these others organizations like Chick-fil-A supporters doesn't actually cause harm to the LGBT community, and that's what he says. Because above the fray, the political goals of the LGBTQ left, and it doesn't rise above to the level of actually harming. Well, guess what? The Trinity Student Government's resolution comes in, and it doesn't affect Chick-fil-A's on campus presence, and it can be sent to administrations to consider themselves. Wow, that's something to flip your lid to, and you know what I'm talking about. Because the moral of my political campus life video blog story is this. What if I told you that the vice president of, you guessed it, Cal Poly San Luis also says academic says likened to be Chick-fil-A to a Shut up. It doesn't make sense at all. Give me a break. A tip to campus reform. That's my campus life video blog story. I'm sticking to it. Coming up next, gonna be hashtag #AllMyChoirs. Only on Facebook Watch.